Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update from First Post.
Hi Tabu,
Hi,
so
Priyanka.
good to have you here with us.
So good to speak to you, yeah.
Likewise, and you're such a trailblazer from starting at the age of 14 to blazing a trail which has made you into this iconic actor and all with such quiet aplomb. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
When you started out with movies like Prem and Vijaypat, that was in a certain time when Hindi movies were a certain way. The heroine was a damsel in distress.
Mostly.
Did you ever feel that, I don't know whether I'll be able to do this, or maybe it may not turn out to be my cup of tea?
I always thought that.
Yeah?
After my first film, I wanted to run away and never come back to movies. It was not about the characters or anything because I was not so familiar with cinema and all that because I was very young and then I never started out with the desire to be an actress.
Okay.
So इतना मैं इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में नहीं सोच रही थी, but I didn't know if I would be able to, if I would want to continue, or because more than anything, I think the atmosphere was very, very different.
Back then.
No, from where I came.
Right.
Considering I came from a middle class Hyderabad traditional family of educationists, and was very studious, never had any dreams of being an actress. So the atmosphere that we grew up in and the atmosphere that I was exposed to when I came in the industry were like stark differences, and that was more of a shift and an adjustment for me. Cinema विनमा के बारे में तो मैं कुछ जानती नहीं थी, ना मेरा कुछ understanding था. And at 16 you're really not in the movies because of your views on cinema or anything. Right. Heroine films, wearing clothes, dancing and all that, singing songs. To adjust to that kind of a new atmosphere was very, very big jolt to me. Also, I was very shy, I was very reserved, so I didn't know how I would manage. It was very, very new and almost alien to me. The comfort was that my sister was already an established actress.
A very established actress.
I ended up working with a lot of heroes who were her heroes and who had seen me since I was in school when I used to accompany her to her outdoors during my summer holidays.
Okay.
Yeah, like Chintu ji, Jackie, Sunny Garu. So I was really young, and because they saw me as a child, they always treated me like that. Yeah. So that was looking back, I feel that was a big, big cushioning that I had. And maybe I thought I could afford to, do things my way. But yeah, I think slowly different things started engaging me. And apart from the glamour and the fame and the male attention and the adulation and all of that, you start to discover your own,
Strengths.
In that age, I think it's more about your physical attributes, your attractiveness and all of that, because you're really young at that time.
Sure.
When I got films like Maachis and Kaala, Paani, something in me knew that this was my, groove.
Right.
This would come easily to me. I would be comfortable in this because I was not happy with doing what I was told to be the only right way. There was a formula. Yeah. If you talk about the mainstream commercial cinema, it is formulaic for female actors, male protagonists, the songs and all of that, which is great, which I was enjoying. But I also knew that I could do it also in another way. I could do it my way. And I wanted to express myself in my own way. I did not believe that there's only one way for a heroine to be, or to act, or to dress.
Yeah.
So I wanted me to exist.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that to be encumbered by expectations or set patterns and rules and formula.
You came from Hyderabad, as you mentioned. Your family was from there. When you moved to Bombay, how was it like Mumbai now?
Yeah.
Did you get a culture shock because it's always a city on the move? Then the film industry.
Actually, we always came here during our summer holidays, vacations, because my family was here. My mom's brother, my cousins, Shaban auntie's family. So we came to visit them every year. But of course, for us, Bombay was like a foreign land,
Yeah.
you know, the way we feel about New York and LA. That time, Hyderabad was really considered to be a chotu small town. It's almost like a village. For us, Bombay was like that. Oh my God, big city and all that.
Yeah.
So it was not so much of a jolt, but of course the life that I was going to lead was very different because I joined college. I was in Xavier's, and I remember I wanted to take the train to college. I lived in Andheri, and my mom and sister were like, they had a shock because we've never even like taken, you know, autos and rickshaws on our own in Hyderabad while growing up, and it was a complete no. But I really wanted to live that life,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy that I did that, and think those years were the best of my life.
Which course did you take up?
Arts, yeah,
Arts is
finally,
nice.
yeah, psycho, socio, anthro, and all that. So yeah, it was fun. I really miss those days. I never even missed a single day of college. Come in the rain, in the floods, and the bhel puri was a revelation, and all of
Always
that. You
is.
know, we never had that in Hyderabad. We just had food, meals, and that's it. We did not know the existence of fast food and rasta food and all that.
You get a sort of taste of the independence and
Yeah,
you know, your own
yeah,
identity, so
yeah.
to speak.
I'm so glad I got to do that. I'm so glad that my mom and sister actually were okay, you know, with sending me by local train. In the beginning, my mother used to come with
With
me.
you?
Yeah. She used to just come and wait outside college, and I was like, Mummy, please go.
So sweet. Mother's always so protective. Na? Tabu, in your career, I think you were one of the early heroines, so to speak, who kind of didn't align with the idea that you have to always star with a big actor, you know, in a film. You chose your films. Of course, there were like the formula films, which had the big actors, like BV Number One and those kind of movies. But you also did like a Maachis, and Chandrachud was absolutely like new. And you continued that. It's not like you did a one-off or something. Where did that conviction come from?
Luckily, I was getting stuff to do that I liked. The character I was playing, what I was doing in a film. It didn't matter to me whether, you know, I have a big star opposite. And I was getting everything.
Yeah.
So I did not see any reason why I should not do it. I never saw anything wrong in it, you know. शायद इतना मतलब I didn't think or do it as a plan or, you know, think of किसके साथ काम करना चाहिए, किसके साथ नहीं करना चाहिए. For me, I feel the director has been the most important factor.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do in the film and the value that I will add to the film or this experience is going to add to me,
Yeah.
you know, in my journey. So yeah, I was just luckily getting all those roles, yeah, and I thought it was a good way for me to, you know, it was a good platform for me to establish who I am, what I can do, and, you know, just generally exploring my own self. And
Would you say you were like the dark horse? Because I remember that the film magazines and articles about you would always say you're shy, you're not very good at networking, and you're not putting yourself out there to get work. And there you were doing films with maestros like Gulzar Saab, there was Meera Nair,
Yeah, I know.
Vishal Bhardwaj, recently Sri Ram Raghavan, you know, Rajiv Menon, so many people.
so clearly there's a contradiction and a
But there's no
denying-
set rules also, na, कि ऐसे ही
denying
करना
of what
चाहिए.
the media was writing. While they were writing, I'm reclusive and all that. I was doing, like you said, working with the best directors.
Yeah.
So it's clear that there's no correlation between what you're doing in your life or how you're conducting yourself.
You've worked with so many different kinds of directors, different languages, different sensibilities. Meera is international, Vishal's Makbool, and you know, Heather set in India. Again, different stories, Kashmir, UP, all of that. Gulzar Saab, again, very sophisticated sensibility, refined. How did you sort of navigate through these different working styles?
I think I wanted to learn and discover through these people.
Okay.
My own craft or myself or, you know, my work. I wanted to associate with them, collaborate with them. Like you said, everybody had their own strengths, everybody had their own style. You know, what you got from everybody was different from the other, and just experientially they are different pieces of work.
Yeah.
Especially I feel with romance and with love and with the man-woman equation.
Right.
I think the most interesting thing for me to experience and to see was how different filmmakers and different writers view or how they bring the man-woman equation on screen. Because I think in most films that has been,
Central to all
central,
stories.
and that was the most interesting part for me.
Yeah.
Okay, is in this film, what is the man-woman equation? Is it like one-dimensional? Is it predictable? Is it the same? Or how is it? So I think for me the thing was, okay, oh, this is an interesting man-woman relationship.
Yeah.
Like Mani's film, like Priyan's films, Gulzar Saab's films, Huttuttu. The relationship between me and Nana Patekar was so beautiful, though it was not, romantically paired with each other. Me and Sunil Shetty.
Virasat actually, like.
Virasat was so unusual. It was not the typical
Yeah.
hero-heroine relationship.
Astitva.
Astitva again. Then there was Chandni Bar, which was so radically different.
Even Heather. I thought.
Heather
I mean, in the
was
sense,
some beyond. It broke all the ceilings in a man-woman relationship and a
Glass and
mother-son
iron ceilings,
relationship.
like, yeah.
So usko, that I don't think it's one of its kind, and I think it will remain one of its kind. I don't think the relationship between me and Shahid can be replicated.
Correct.
Like
Maqbool was also very interesting, but it was still.
Maqbool was the start.
Yeah, it was
for me,
correct. But you could still expect it in a certain way.
Because it is in literature. It is
correct.
Love, and they are romantically entangled with each other in a very, very unhealthy and intense and helpless manner. And that was most interesting for me, because to explore this aspect of a man-woman relationship is I think what every director brings to the table. It was interesting, and all these people who I was working with were really, really like achieved so much in their own lives. Mani Ratnam was an experience, a beautiful experience. The way he approached cinema, actors, performances, there's so much.
What is special about Mani Ratnam sir? Because every actor who's worked with him says this.
I think he gives very specific and special characters to the actors in his films, even if they are there for one scene.
Right.
And he does not speak much, but what he will give you as a brief in like 1 or 2 lines is so loaded that you get it and you feel like, oh my, I hope I can really deliver or live up to this. But he does not go out of his way to praise or all that, but he'll tell people what he thought about you and all, and you get to hear that, and
it feels very nice.
It feels very nice. And of course, the beauty in which he brings relationships on screen, visually, his sense of music.
Yeah.
You really, actually it becomes like a romantic experience for you. It affects you at a very deep level.
Right.
I think, because also I was doing a very beautiful character which had so much passion, grief, sorrow, love and all that. So that character was very, very, it was in a slightly darkish space, but it was something that I enjoyed so much. The relationship between me and Prakash Raj. I'm the mistress of, Prakash Raj in the film. It was beautiful poetry, and the way he captures sexuality, romance, it was really beautiful.
What did you learn from Meera Nair? I'm very fascinated by her because she's one of the early pioneering world cinema sort of directors from India.
Yeah.
And you worked in this fantastic film, The Namesake, with her.
Meera is an inspiration. I think Meera's energy and drive and the quality of work that she puts out, her aesthetics that are never compromised, and to be able to, you could have all these things and all these ideas and all that, but to be able to implement, to execute and bring it all together, to bring a good team together and take it forward and really making something relevant out of it. That her work has so much significance, the stories that she wants to tell, the way she wants to tell it, the way she engages and collaborates with the people that she is working with, her political understanding and her worldview. There's so much. She's like so many things in one.
Yeah.
No, and I feel it's just a chance to really grow and extend your own bandwidth when you meet people like these and when you work with people like these. That is why I feel that Namesake has been a life-changing experience for me.
You have also worked with a lot of regional directors. So how did you combine the multiple worlds? Because you did Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, did you do some? Lots. And of course Hindi films.
Kannada, Marathi, Bengali.
I believe you're really good with languages. Did that help?
Yeah.
It helped.
It helped a lot. I am very interested in learning languages. I
Right.
love to speak different languages. I feel like another aspect of my personality. You know, it's like a different person every time you speak a new language. Because I grew up in Hyderabad and Telugu was my second language. I could read and write Telugu. So that helped me a lot in my Telugu films. When I went to do Tamil and Malayalam films, I thought it will be very easy for me just because I know Telugu. It was a rude shock I was in for. Yeah. Because Malayalam has turned out to be the most difficult language in the world, and I did not know how I would manage. And Kaala Paani was like disastrous for me every day because I was giving these long pages of dialogue in front of actors like Mohan Lal and Santosh Sivan shooting it and Priyan doing it and all. It was completely unnerving, but turned out to be beautiful. And then I ended up doing like 4 or 5 Malayalam films after that. But yeah, I am interested in languages, and I think I have a flair for languages.
Which are the languages that you know?
So I know Telugu, Tamil little bit, Malayalam little bit, but I understand.
Okay.
Bengali I speak fluently. Marathi I speak
Namesake,
fluently.
yeah, you were very fluent in
Yeah,
your
but I've
Bangla.
done a Bangla film much before that.
Okay.
Abar Aran. I think Bengali is the most beautiful language
Yeah, very
in our
poetic,
country.
very sweet.
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn Bengali. And I did Abar Arane only so I could speak Bangla and I could hear myself speaking Bangla, and I did my own dubbing.
So many actresses who were probably more contemporary at the time that you were also like doing all these movies, but they seem to have fallen off the map. But you're going strong. What is it that you feel that has kept you ahead in the race?
About me, I don't know. Yeah, you should know.
Yeah,
I
people
can't
always
assess myself.
talk
and
about
my
actresses
career.
like they're making a comeback, but with you, that feeling has never been there because you've always been doing your movies in your own time, the ones that you like, and yeah, I mean we've always accepted that Tabu is
Ye
there,
to
and whenever
rahegi.
there's a like good meaty role, she'll be there.
Jayegi.
हाँ, मतलब you
इससे
don't
छुटकारा
rush to do too many films also. Did you ever like get into that cycle where you were signing lots of films together?
Yeah, in
You
the
did?
90s, I think
Oh, I
all
always
of us
felt
were
you were-
doing a lot of films together,
Okay.
but I was still always doing lesser films compared to everybody else. If I didn't like it or anything, then I wouldn't do it. And I think I had too much on my plate, and there was no time for me to fit in anything else. And then of course things changed, and cinema was changing, and all of that was happening. And then there was a phase of like Maqbool and all of that. So I think we've all gone through that phase of doing so many films and many things, and here running there, running here and there. And then I mean with me it's happened like that.
You never thought of going to Hollywood, despite Namesake, Life of Pi.
The thing is, these 2 films happened to me so organically that I don't know where मतलब Life of Pi से higher या Ang Lee से higher मैं जाऊंगी तो मतलब कोशिश करके तो शायद नहीं जा सकूं. But the fact that these 2 films came to me on their own, I think I was quite happy and satisfied with that. I didn't make any effort to get Life of Pi. It was Ang who had watched The Namesake, and he was very clear that he wants this actress as Pi's mother, and they just directly emailed me. I was the only person they met, and that's how I got to do the film. And I'm glad it turned out to be one of the most iconic films that the world has watched. And so I think that if it happens effortlessly, organically, it's great. I mean, and I was very busy doing work here. Life of Pi was really big.
Yeah, it was massive.
So,
like
yeah, so I think the joy and the accomplishment of a Life of Pi is so big then the Academy Awards and all of that. So I was happy doing that and being part of that.
When it comes to actresses, beauty is such a strong part of, you know, the whole package, so to speak. Did you ever feel obsessed about it? Or it was like, okay, I need to look the part?
I need to look the part, I need to look my best also.
Right.
You know, nobody wants to, you know,
Sure.
purposely look bad or,
Right.
you know, not well turned out.
And it's also like your body is also your instrument for acting, right?
Absolutely, na? Everybody wants to look their best, I feel. You know, and I don't think there's any
Anything
harm
wrong
in
with that,
that or anything wrong. हम सब अच्छे लगना चाहते हैं, but of course it's not the only thing.
Yeah.
वो मुझे मैं उसको first priority पे नहीं रखती हूँ, and I would not let that override anything else. My work, my performance, what I'm putting into my character, what is required, and what goes with the character and all is far more important to me. What I'm doing is far more important to me. You know, I will never let that take a back seat and make my looks or my vanity more important than what I'm doing. Because finally, I feel that your work is what is going to speak and what is going to last.
Are you particular and strict with your diets?
I'm a little
Do you ever
bit.
go on a diet?
No, I can't. I have
You
a
can't.
very erratic approach to my diet and my fitness regime.
Okay.
I don't have one. At 27, I decided that I want to have the best body by 30.
Okay.
You know, and that was my goal. Like, you know, best body of my life and all that. And I really worked hard. I put in everything, my diet and my workouts, and really by 30, I had the best body that I could have. And it was a fantastic feeling. And I think I have achieved that goal, and after that then I forgot about that. Then I had no more fitness goals for myself. But I think since then it's become like a constant. I know what to eat and what not to eat. I had a trainer for like so many, and now he's a very close friend of mine called Sherveer. So he gives me like roughly what's good and what's not. So I try and stick to that, but not in a way to, you know, I'm not obsessive about that.
Who are the other trendsetters or trendblazers that you admire?
Madonna,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, she's quite
really
an
inspirational.
individualistic,
Yes,
iconic
absolutely.
person. Yeah.
Of course, Oprah Winfrey in a very, very different and a large and a, you know, global and a most serious way. Madonna also. I feel, yeah, these two people.
So what's coming up next? I believe there are some very exciting projects in the pipeline.
Let's see. I'm still looking. There are a lot of offers, a lot of projects, scripts that I'm reading, that I'm looking at, people that I'm meeting a lot of people. I've met a lot of people in the past few months, and I'm still looking at what I, you know, want to say yes to. And I'm doing a Telugu film. It's the one that will start the earliest in June. And then I'm doing one with my friend who's a producer, Jayu, Saif. And yeah, for this year, these two things are in the pipeline. Matlab on floors, this will go on floors.
And the Netflix drama Suitable Boy, is that going on floors anytime soon or not?
Not yet.
Not
we don't
yet.
know about that yet.
Okay. Well, thank you, Tabu. Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see these movies and, of course, the projects that are in the pipeline. It's always such a delight to watch you on screen.
Thank you. It was good to speak to you, Priyanka.